Hi, boys and girls. So we are starting on lesson 4 this week. So you should be looking at page 66. I've kind of already written on this one a little bit. So we're looking at number 1. It says, the directions say use a number line to answer the problems 1 through 5. So we're just going to go ahead and draw our number line. Oh, my expo marker's starting to dry out a little bit. Okay. Cole starts reading at 6:23 p.m. He stops at 6:49 p.m. How many minutes does Cole read? So we know that we usually start at the beginning of the hour over here. I think I need to switch to a new marker. Let's see if this one works. Yeah, it's okay. Okay, so we usually start at the beginning of the hour over here. So 6 o'clock. On this side, and then 1 hour later would be 7 o'clock. Okay, you should be drawing this. I drew mine. Should be drawing this in the space below. Okay, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 50, 55. Okay, so we count by 5s for the tick marks. 6:05, 6:10, 6:15, 6:20, 25, 6:30, 6:35, 6:40, 6:45, 6:50, 6:55, and lastly 7 o'clock. Okay, so we know that he starts reading at 6:23. So I see 6:20 right here, and I see 6:25 right here. So I know 23 is between 20 and 25. So 6:20, 6:21, 6:22, 6:23, 6:24, and then here's 6:25, okay? So there are 1, 2, 3, 4. There are 4 mini tick marks in between those 2 larger tick marks, okay? So make sure you go ahead and draw that. There should be 4 mini tick marks between 6:20 and 6:25. Okay? And once you've done that, 6:20, 6:21, 22, 23. So right here, I'm going to draw a little dot. So there should be 2 tick marks on the left side and 1 small tick mark on the right side between these 2. Okay? And we know that he stops reading at 6:49. Well, I know that 49 is 1 less than 50. So I found 650, and I know it needs to be the tick mark right before 650. But I have to count how many minutes are in between. So I'm going to go ahead and do the small tick marks between all of these to make it easier for myself. So 6:25, 6:26, 6:27, 6:28, 6:29, 6:30, 6:31, 6:32, 6:33, 6:34, 6:35, okay? So there should be 4 little tick marks in between all of these larger tick marks, okay? 6:35, 6:36, 6:37, 6:38, 6:39, 6:40. 6:41, 6:42, 6:43, 6:44, 6:45, 6:46, 6:47, 6:48, 6:49 is where our dot is, and then 6:50, okay? So go ahead and draw that out, and I'll give you a minute to draw that out if you're not already done yet. Now, I'm gonna see if this purple will even show up. Can you see that? Nope, not really at all. Can kind of see that. Let's try. No, not as much. Anything the red shows up better than that one. Nope, that doesn't, I can't even see that. Okay. I'm gonna try doing the red and see if we can manage that. Maybe the smaller. The thicker, I think the thicker red. Okay, so hopefully by now you have done all of your tick marks. So now we need to count how many tick marks are between this dot and this dot. So this dot was 623 and this dot was 649. So I'm gonna put my marker right on the dot and I'm gonna do, it's kind of like a, I'm doing like that on each tick mark, okay? So I've done it to the small one, so that's 1 minute. To the bigger one, that's 2 minutes. Here, I'll try to see if I can, sorry, I hope nobody gets motion sickness from this. Okay, can you kind of see I'm doing it to each tick mark? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. So it took him 26 minutes. Okay, I'm gonna try to get my laptop closer so you can see it better. You see what I did there? So I did it to each tick mark. Kind of looks a little goofy, but that's how I counted him. Okay? All right, so should look like this. That's kind of how I did it. Now, you can do it this way, or I'm just going to erase this. I'm going to do this other way underneath it. Or you can take the larger number of 649, because that's the later number, 649, and he started at 623. And you can subtract. We kind of started this while we were at school. We started looking at how you could do this. So 9 minus 3. What is 9 minus 3? We got 9, take away 3. 1, 2, 3. So we got 6. 9 minus 3 is 6. 4 minus 2. 4 take away 2. 2. 6 take away 6 is 0. So this is the hours and this is the minutes. It took him 26 minutes. Okay? This way and this way are both fine to find the answer. We got the same answer both ways. Okay? So what I did was I did both. So I did the number line, and I said, or you could do it this way. This one I did the number line, or you can do it this way. I would like for you to try practicing both, but if one of them works better for you, by all means, go for it. Some people need to see the tick marks, and some people need to see it like this. I'm giving you 2 different ways that you can do it, okay? So hopefully you have this done. If not, you can rewind the video and pause it. Just kind of nice. Okay, number 2. Natalie finishes piano practice at 2:45. I'm just gonna put that here. 2:45 is when she finishes. or piano practice. After practicing for 37 minutes, what time does Natalie practice, or what time did Natalie start practicing? Okay, so she practiced for 37 minutes. That's how it's read. There's 0 hours and 37 minutes. So let's do our number line. Okay. So over here, we start at 2 o'clock because we're in the 2 o'clock hour. Since it's 2:45, we haven't gotten to 3 o'clock yet. 1 hour later from 2 o'clock is 3 o'clock. Count by fives. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55. My tick marks are not evenly spread out, but that's okay. 2:05, 2:10, 2:10, 2:20, 2:25, 2:30, 35, 2:40, 2:45, 2:50, 2:55, and lastly, 3 o'clock. So we know that she starts at 2:45. We're very lucky because we have it already marked down. 2:45. So let's go ahead and put a tick mark or a bullet point right there. And we know that she practiced for 37 minutes. So we have to figure out what time she started. So take a minute and think about, is the time going to be on this side of 2:45 or is it going to be on this side of 2:45? What time she started. We have to do 37 minutes between when she ended and when she started. So go ahead and pause this video and think about it for a second. Miss Lewis made her own coffee. So it's kind of like we're still in school. Okay, so if you thought about it and you think that it is on this side of 2:45, you would be correct. So, because any time after this would be after 2:45 on a clock, okay? On the number line, these numbers came before, so therefore these times came before, okay? So, we have to count back 37 minutes. So, I'm just gonna randomly start at 2:10, and I'm gonna go ahead and put those little tick marks in to make myself be able to see what I need to see, okay? So we know that there are 4 little tick marks in between each one. So you can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 if you would like, or you can do it by the actual numbers. So 2:20, 2:21, 2:22, 2:23, 2:24, here's 2:25. Then we have 2:26, 2:27, 2:28, 2:29, here's 2:30. 2:31, 2:32, 2:33, 2:34, 2:35. Then we have 2:36, 37, 38, 39, here's 2:40, 2:41, 2:42, 2:43, 2:44, and here we are at 2:45, okay? However, it's easier for you. Now I'm gonna take my red, and I'm gonna count back 37, starting at our dot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35. Oh, we've only gotten to 35. So we need to go ahead and do 4 little tick marks here. And I'm going to go ahead and do 4 little tick marks the whole entire number line, just in case. Okay? So it's okay to estimate first and then have to figure it out. So we were at 35, I believe. 36, 37. So 205, 206, 207, 208 is what I am seeing on here. Let's double check, shall we? 245 minus 37 minutes, because we're going back 37 minutes. 5 minus 7. Can I take 7 away from here? Nope. So what do we have to do? We have to borrow, okay? This 5 turns into a 15. This 4 turns into a 3, because we're taking 1 from the tens place. So 1 group of 10 coming over here. 15 minus 7. Let's think about it. So we have, this is 10 and another 5, okay? 15 minus 5 would be just 10, okay? 5, 6, 7. How much is that? 8. Good job. Or if you want to think about it, you could do 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, 3 minus 3 is 0. 2 minus nothing is 2. 208 and 208, okay? So that means that Natalie started practicing at 2:08 p.m. Okay, so go ahead and write that in your answer. And we have both ways on how you can do that. Okay, so I am gonna help you do number 3. Then I'm gonna leave number 4 and 5 for you to try to practice on your own, okay? Just practice, no pressure. Just extra practice, which is always good, okay? So we're gonna do this last one together. Okay. Genevieve works on her scrapbook from 11:27 to 11:58. How many minutes does she work on her scrapbook? So we know she starts, is in the camera screen? Kind of, not really. Starts at 11:27, ends at 11:58. Okay, so looking at our hour, we're in the 11 hour. 1 hour away from 11, 11 plus 1, 12. So 12 o'clock. Okay. 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55. So 11:05, 11:10, 11:15, 11:20, 11:25, 11:30, 11:35. 3 looked a little wonky. 11:40, 11:45, 11:50, 11:55, and lastly, 12 o'clock. So let's do what time she starts. She starts at 11:27, okay? So we know that that is going to be between 25 and 30, because 27 is between 25 and 30. So let's go ahead and put those 4 tick marks in, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, and here's 30. So 27 is the second small tick mark, 25, 26, 27. So you put a tick or a dot there, and then we have to find 11:58. Here's 55. We know 58 is higher than 55, so let's put those 4 tick marks in. 56, 57, 58, 59, 12 o'clock. So 58 is the second to last little tick mark. So let's go ahead and put those little tick marks in between all of those bigger tick marks. There are 4 little tick marks in each one. Okay, go ahead and do that. Okay, so we want to know how many minutes she spent working on her scrapbook. So we need to count how many tick marks are in between these 2 dots, okay? So I'm just going to start where she started. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31. I got 31 minutes. And I count it like that. Okay? Now, we can do it the other way. So, some of you might be thinking, oh, well, we got 11:27 first, so it should obviously be 11:27 minus 11:58. I'm going to show you that worked out. I'm going to tell you now that that's incorrect. You would be taking this number minus this number, which is a bigger number. So you're going to get the wrong answer. So 7 minus 8, you can't do it. So you have to borrow. This turns into 17. This turns into 1. 17 minus 8, let's think about it. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So it's 9. 1 minus 5, can't do it. So this turns into 11, 10, 11 minus 5, let's think about it. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 6. 10 minus 11, can you do it? Nope, and there's nothing else to borrow. So this does not work. You always have to take the number that is further this way on the number line to subtract by the number that's closer that way. Does that make sense? So the number that's closer this way would be 11:58, which is right here. 11:58. Subtract by the number that's closer that way, which is 11:27. Okay? You're always looking for the number this way, subtracting by the smaller number. 8 minus 7, it's 1, because 7 plus 1 is 8. 5 minus 2, 5 take away 2. Take these 2 away, is 3. 11 minus 11 is 0. 31 minutes, 31 minutes. So Genevieve works on her scrapbook for 31 minutes. Okay, so I want you to go ahead and do, pause this video right now and do 4 and 5 on your own, just as some practice. Go ahead and pause the video. Okay, hopefully you paused the video and you worked on number 4 and 5. So now we are on page 67 and we're working on number 6. It looks like this. Number 67, and it looks like that. It says, Dion walks to school. The clocks below show when he leaves his house and when he arrives at school. How many minutes does it take Dion to walk to school? So on this clock, it's not bad. Look at Miss Lewis getting better. I mean, it's a smaller clock, but it's fine. All right, so 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, so We're looking at the small, I'm trying to not show you the answer. Look at the small hand first for the hour. And it looks like it's right past the 7. So small hand, right past the 7. Now we're looking at the big hand, and it's past the 7, but by 2 tick marks is what it looks like. So 7, 1, 2. So we need to know, there we go. We need to know how many minutes this is, because we already know that it's 7, because we're still in the 7 hour. So we need to count by 5s. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. So 7 is 35, and we need 2 tick marks after it. So 35, 36, 37. So he leaves at 7:37. The second clock is when he arrives at school. That is too small for you to see it, but it was a good circle. Better. Okay. 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay? So, looking at the big hand, it still has not gotten to 8 yet, so we're still in, I'm sorry, looking at the small hand. It hasn't gotten to 8 yet, so we're still in 7 o'clock. Okay? And the big hand is up by the 11. You can see it, it's up by the 11, and it's 1 tick mark after the 11. So I'm gonna do 1 tick mark right here. Do the big hand there, okay? So we have to figure out what the 11 is first. So count by 5s. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. 55 is the 11. 55 plus 1 tick mark, 55, 56. 7:56. So we have to figure out how many minutes were between this end time and this start time. So looking on the clock, which one is closer to 12, like closer to 8 o'clock, would be 7:56. This is the higher number, the later time, minus 7:37, which is the earlier time or the smaller number. 6 minus 7. Can you take 7 away from here? Nope, so you need to borrow. 6 turns into 16. The 5 turns into a 4 because you're taking one group of 10 away. 16 minus 7. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. That's 9. 9. 4 minus 3, 4 take away 3 is 1. 7 minus 7, 0. 19 minutes. It took Dion 19 minutes to get to school. Okay? I'm going to show you how to do number 7, and I'm going to ask that you do number 8 on your own, okay, for practice. It says, Sydney cleans her room for 45 minutes. She starts at 11:13. What time does Sydney finish cleaning her room? So, do one big clock. 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay. She starts cleaning her room at 11:13. So we need to do the small hand first, up by the 11. 13, let's think about it. 5, 10, 15. Well, 15 is higher than 13. So let's do 5, 10, here's 10, 11, 12, 13. The big hand goes 3 tick marks after the 2. Okay? This is the time she starts. We need to count back 45 minutes. Sydney cleans her room for 45 minutes. She starts at 11:13. Okay, we need to count back. So let's go ahead and put our big tick marks on the numbers. Like this. Okay? Now, just like on the number line, I'm going to do 4 small tick marks in between each one, each big tick mark. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 3, 4. Okay, so you should have 4 little tick marks between each big tick mark. I'm gonna get my red expo marker. We have to count back 45 minutes. Okay, we're here, right here. 3 tick marks after 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, right here. Okay? So it is 1, 2, it's the 3rd tick mark after the 5. So let's see what hour it is first, okay? We went backwards past the 12. So would the hour be the 10 or the 11? If we're going backwards, if it's 11:13, we go backwards to the 12 would be 11 o'clock. Would it still be 11 or would it be 10? If you're going backwards. Think about it for a second. Okay, hopefully you thought about it for a second. If it was at 11:13, and if you go backwards to the 12 and it's 11 o'clock, then you start getting to 10:59, 10:58, 10:57, 10:56, 10:55. So we are in, for all the way back down here, we are in 10 o'clock. 10 o'clock. So we need to figure out what time how many minutes that is. Starting at the 1, counting by 5s. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And there's 3 tick marks, so 25, 26, 27, 28. I have 10:28.